And speaking of ethics, anyone out there who is interested, next Tuesday, 2nd of December, I think is the correct date, we are going to be doing an episode on morality. Now, we did an entire season on ethics and morality on Fresh Air, and we were pretty exhausted of the topic by the end of it. But a lot of things have come up in a lot of discussions, whether it's been on Twitter or on Facebook or just random things that are mentioned or questions people have asked or common like misconceptions that you see, and people make one sort of statement about either subjective or relative morality and then contradict themselves by saying something else, but they don't even realize that they're contradicting themselves. So we are planning on, well, I actually created these cards almost a year ago now, I think.
Yeah.
I've tweaked them and tweaked them and tweaked them the more I've sort of looked into morality, and throughout the season on ethics and morality we did in Fresh Air, and conversations I've had with Dave and Martine, and it's going to be a combination of different things. There's going to be a bit on value in there as well, and what we're going to lean on is some of the articles on Answers in Reason as well, like does morality have a purpose? And on value, and is value entirely subjective? So I'd suggest, if you're interested in this topic, go to answers-in-reason.com and check out some of these articles and get your objections ready for us, because you're probably going to get a basic idea of what we're going to say. If anyone wants to actually join us for the episode, we're happy to have people on as well. We like a roundtable discussion. We're not looking for the argument style. We're not looking for anything like that.
We're looking for something. We're looking for something dialectical, not heuristic.
Exactly. So if you want to have that conversation with us, whether you're a subjectivist or a relativist or objectivist or whatever, nihilist, you know, whatever your ethical position is, we'd be interested to hear from you. We are going to be going through a number of slides. Now, I made these slides as sort of quick reference cards, but we'll probably end up doing a bit more discussion about them, because they are as short bullet point as they can be, and they probably need a little bit more explaining for people who don't fully know as much about the topic as others. So anyone who is interested in that as a topic, please let us know. We'll give you access to our Discord server. You can catch us on Facebook or on Twitch or on YouTube or Twitter. I think that's the main places we are. We're also on Instagram, but I never log in there, so there's no point in sending us a message there.
Yeah, I don't use it either.
Well, I log into my personal one, but unless that, I'm not going to add you. Not you, especially not you. You know who you are. You're definitely not having a look at my kids.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, I mean, I'm quite excited to do this one, and I do want to have as many people there live on air with us as well, whether it does end up being through the chat room or you join us and you become one of their little faces. It should be a good conversation. And it'd be great to have any objections and maybe point out any flaws that I've done with this slideshow, so that when it actually comes to producing the final cards that I will upload to Answers in Reason, people can go through and download. And when you hear some common misconceptions, you go, well, actually, and you can just give them that bit of information, especially for a place like Twitter, because you are so reduced in your character count that 280 characters is not enough to discuss most complex topics, especially ones like morality and epistemology and all that. And you end up writing hundreds and hundreds of tweets, and people start getting involved in between them, and you're just like, wait, no, let me finish what I'm trying to say. Oh, all right, read this article. I don't click links.
Yeah, not just that. you're less likely to be dogpiled on here than on Facebook, and we're less likely to be dogpiled on.
Yeah,
I think that's one of the problems with conversations on places like Twitter and Facebook. There seems to be this habit where atheists will see something that they think is wrong, and everybody piles on, and it makes discussion hard because people then start joining in their little tribes and defending their little tribe, and we want to kind of improve the actual discussion and
definitely.
have actual discussions. Yeah.
I mean, one of the examples on that one, and I quite often see on Twitter, is the a theist might say, without God, that makes morality subjective and morality is objective. And a bunch of atheists will dogpile on going, morality subjective, morality subjective, morality subjective. And you can ask them why, and they go, because there's no God. And you're like, right, what's your actual understanding of morality? It's subjective. And it becomes this circular reasoning thing. And do you know what? There are plenty of good arguments for subjective morality, and I'm not denying that. Um, but that is not one of them, and that is one of the misconceptions that will probably be addressed. I can't even remember what's in the slides now.
No, I
but
can't.
but if not, I'm sure it will come up in the show anyway. So yes, please, anyone who's got any questions, please get them in advance as well, because we'll address them at the end. But we will also address any questions as they come up throughout the show. So that will be next Tuesday at 8 p.m. GMT.